Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. With another summer transfer window coming to an end, let's look at the best Premier League signings of the summer. Number 10, Riccardo Calafiori. Riccardo Calafiori was a remarkable performer for Italy in Euro 2024. He gained new admirers because of his skill with the ball and his daring demeanor, which may have previously gone unnoticed. Calafiori was one of the hottest properties in Serie A going into the summer, having been a part of the Bologna club that Thiago Motta remarkably led to UEFA Champions League qualification the previous season. Arsenal will be hoping that the 22-year-old can be a part of their defense for many years to come. Number 9, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. A lot of column inches have been dedicated to Chelsea transfers this summer, mostly criticizing them for buying too many players or questioning their perceived hoarding of players. But one deal that stands out as particularly interesting is Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall's move from Leicester City. Granted, he doesn't exactly tick the bargain box, not yet anyway, considering Chelsea spent roughly 30 million on him, but the 25-year-old had looked at home in the Premier League prior to Leicester's relegation and continued to stand out in the Championship. What makes this deal perhaps a little more likely to work out positively is the fact he's followed his former Leicester manager Enzo Maresca to Stamford Bridge, and that familiarity should be helpful for both of them. Number 8, Matthijs de Ligt. Matthijs de Ligt's career hasn't exactly reached the pinnacles that were anticipated for him as a teenage prodigy since he left Ajax for Juventus with great fanfare 5 years ago, but in terms of his status in the game, there was a lot of buzz before he left Ajax, suggesting that he would rank among the best in the world in a few years. De Ligt has not yet attained the degree, however, he is still in his prime years, as he is only 25 years old. Additionally, he is reuniting with Erik ten Hag, under whose tutelage he played the best football of his career at Ajax, by joining Manchester United this summer. De Ligt has a lot going for him both physically and technically, and he should have no issue following ten Hag's instructions to play out of the back. More than anything, though, I'm interested to see De Ligt to see if United can realize his full potential. Number 7, Jurgen Strand Larsen. During the 2018 season, Wolves displayed genuine flashes of potential at times. They usually play attractive football under Gary O'Neill, and they have a lot of attractive, dynamic football players, particularly in attack, but they lacked a focal point offensively, a true number 9 to take the bulk of the goal-scoring load. Although Matthias Cunha and Hwang Hee-chan both scored 11 goals without a penalty last term, it would be dangerous to count on them to score goals at the same pace this season as a result. Jurgen Strand Larsen, a tall, powerful number 9 who offers Wolves something they didn't have, was signed on an initial loan that might become permanent for about $23 million. His main goal will be to be a menace in the penalty area. Number 6, Guido Rodriguez. Although Guido Rodriguez may not be the most glamorous addition to the Premier League this year, since the midfielder spent his time at Real Betis, a fierce adversary of the coach's previous team, Sevilla, manager Julen Lopetegui will be well versed in Rodriguez. He would have witnessed firsthand in those intense derbies how strong and unyielding Rodriguez is as a central midfielder. He flourished at the basis of Betis's midfield while trying to disrupt the opponents, earning himself a reputation as one of the greatest in La Liga at his position. It's also important to note that West Ham signed him on a free transfer, which is another reason why this signing can be seen as wise. Although he may need some time to adjust, he is the kind of player who, in theory, might succeed greatly in England. Number 5, Matt O'Reilly. Denmark international Matt O'Reilly, who was previously linked to Manchester United and Atletico Madrid, among other teams, will make his breakthrough in one of the top 5 leagues at Brighton. O'Reilly, at 23 years old, has been winning over managers with his technical prowess and maturity for a few years now, especially when he took the gamble in 2020 to leave Fulham and join MK Dons in pursuit of first-team football. Over the previous 3.5 years, he has kept up his progress. Number 4, Emile Smith-Rowe. The last course of Emile Smith-Rowe's Arsenal career was somewhat regrettable. He appeared to improve in the 2021-22 campaign, scoring 10 goals in the Premier League and being named to his maiden senior England cap. However, injuries hampered his development. Over the next 2 seasons, he played in just over 500 minutes of Premier League action and made only 3 starts, all of which were in 2023 2023-2024. He had no future there. He had to get up. He felt like a huge fish in a tiny pond when he switched to Fulham, and he will always feel like he has something to show. Moreover, time is very much on his side. He won't turn 25 until July of next year. With his goal in Saturday's 2-1 victory over Leicester City has so much to offer Fulham. All you can do is hope Smith Rowe can continue to stay in shape. Number 3, Jack Clarke. Jack Clarke is finally going to have a chance in the Premier League after more than 5 years since he signed with Tottenham. After first assisting Sunderland in their League One elimination, Clarke played for the club for the previous 2.5 seasons before spending a few years in the Championship. After being one of the best players in the second division the previous season, he signed with Ipswich Town last week. If Ipswich hopes to make it through this season, they will require all the support they can get. Clarke should help them. He expands their options for attack. Number 2, Brajan Gruda. To be honest, we could have chosen any 2 of Brighton's summer acquisitions, but we're sticking with 2 now that Brajan Gruda has joined O'Reilly. Why Gruda instead of Jorginho Rutter or Yankuba Minte, for example? Hardly everyone in England is familiar with Minte, so he's definitely more of an unknown quantity. Nevertheless, he was practicing his craft at a marginally better level than the Gambian did the previous season. Following his breakout season in the Bundesliga last season, Gruda reportedly drew interest from Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen. He joined earlier this month from Mainz for a rumored initial fee of $25 million. Number 1, Savinho. Savinho is still a really interesting young athlete, and we had a great time seeing him play for Girona last season. The Brazilian finished 7th in progressive carries over 10 meters and only 4th in dribbling attempts in the 2023-24 La Liga season. However, it was more than just him chasing after the ball aimlessly. Only 3 players in the division had as many carries that resulted in a shot or a chance generated as he did, with 44. He also brought end product. Nobody matched his 10 carries that ended in goals or assists. His early games in England have shown encouraging indicators as well. The Premier League is going to love having him. What do you think about our top 10 Premier League signings? Did we miss anyone out? Let us know in the comments below. And also check out our video on who is Manchester United's new midfielder if you haven't watched it already.